Hello there, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. With me, Izix. And welcome to the Freedom Star Reimagined. It's basically the same rocket I already showed in the previous episode, but it's missing a very important portion up top. aka the payload is about half the mass. Yes, I've also added some new thrusters here, because thrusters are lovely things. And might be useful, doing orbital maneuverings. So put these little guys down here to help with the whole separation stuff. Well, and so on and so forth, and it's all sorts of lovely. So, let's see if we can get Bernie into orbit. Come on, Bernie. Oh dear. The previous version is still dead on the launch pad. Maybe I should be putting a nose cone over the top or something. Something detachable. Hi, Bernie. You're already freaking out, bad. Come on, dude. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. You're not going to get lost in space again. I swear. Alright, give us a little basic throttle. RCS on and firing in 3, 2, 1, go. Throttle up. I think I've been sort of holding back a little much on the throttle previously. This is probably still unbearably loud, but I can adjust it in post-production. Hooray! We're already a kilometer above. Bernie's having a very bad day. Our solid fuel is getting there. Getting to being used up. Come on, Bernie, you can make it. Time for a slight turn. We're trying to aim towards your orbitals, man. Phew. Getting cloud effects going on. How's our resources doing? And solid fuels goes. Turn off RCS for now. Don't need as much stabilities. I would just sort of freak out again. Yeah, I see. It just kind of dropped off entirely. It's terrible. It's ruined my day. Of course, also ruining my day is the whole setup with this. So once again, way too low. And on the wrong side of the planet. I'm letting things go. Come on. RCS, there we go. We're going to do that. Use our RCS for a little bit more to sort of get over to where we need to be. How's our orbital insertion coming? Alright, we can almost turn that off. No, it's doing weird stuff now. I don't know what's going on. Okay, come on. Bring us down. Get back to that 90-degree mark. And now stop. Because we got a lot of fuel in these boosters here, and well, we're about to lose it all. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Am I out of RCS? Probably. Well, oh well. Whoa! That didn't detach. We're about to hit our apotheosis. No, don't be going out of control here, man. Gonna get you right spot. There we go. So I can do the whole inter-orbit thing, hopefully. A little better than usual. Go! Alright. Yeah, we're maybe too late now. Sorry, Bernie, but you might have to burn up on reorbit and get resurrected to the launch pad again. Sorry about that. Your perpetual limbo state of being. It's a very low Earth, or low Kerbal orbit setup here. Need to get to about 1500, I think, to really make a go at it. Just always short. No, not calling you short, Bernie. Okay, maybe I am, but you know what I mean. Just not quite understanding what's going on here. What's going wrong? Oh, we might actually enter orbit. Now we just need to make sure that our orbit swings out far enough. Yeah, we're almost out. You're not going to make it. Sorry, Bernie. Gonna have to teleport you home again. Whee! Yeah. Nice big frown. Okay, Bernie. We're gonna go back to the vehicle assembly building because one of our stages is completely borking itself up and it's kind of killing our chances here. Yeah. Which one? Well, it's that middle one. Yeah, okay, we're gonna toss the that engine there. We're gonna go with the mainstay. We're gonna add some extra structural support all over the place. Why? Because that's how you have to do it sometimes. Okay, that didn't really stick well. Or maybe it did, just it's not showing up properly. Yeah, it's something, yes. Real patchwork of crazy going on here. I could do something like this. I don't remember which stage. Again, it just sticks on there, so I should hopefully keep that lower bit on. Is it just like getting shaken off or something? I really don't know. Shake, shake, shake. Maybe more supports to the sides. Maybe another one over here. It seems to pop off like all these other ones are still burning. So obviously you need some way to fix that. Okay, that didn't do anything. Didn't do anything either. Just sort of floating there. That's really weird. Hello, little part. Weird, man. So maybe I can't touch some of these. Oh well. One more over here. That might be doing something, I don't know. Could be causing the physics to explode. And the great space kraken to kill us all. Yes. So I want to maybe shore up the sides here a bit. Because this thing just might be shaking itself apart. Causing vibrations, which then translate through. Yes. I know it looks like some sort of crazy erector set, but it's a Kerbal Space Program. You have to be prepared. Prepared for anything and everything, including Kerbonauts doing stupid things. Hey, what you guys doing down there? This big rocket floating above you. How do you feel about that? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and save this. I do think I'm using up all my RCS, is the problem. Could load more down there. But it uses it, like, uniformly from everywhere, so... yeah. We'll try to avoid using it then. Yep, clear the launch pad and proceed. I should have noted what time it was when I started recording. I could be like going for like hours and hours on end and no end in sight, man. And we're gonna lay off the RCS for the moment. Hopefully we'll be able to keep things solid like a boss. Why is this up here now? Let's move this down here. There we go. Are you ready for Bernie? I think you are. You look happy. So, surprise, left off. He is now suddenly very unhappy. He's like, oh my god, I thought it was my birthday. What's going on here? Oh god, there's explosions and overheating. I should be paying attention to. Trying to hit the right spot. Okay, all engines are still existing, that's good. Turn this on for a moment, just so we can get over here. Turn that off. Whee! Come on, Bernie, you can do it. It's like hang gliding, right? Goodbye, solid rocket boosters. And hooray, the middle booster didn't explode this time. Get us on the right side of the planet so we can see what we're doing. Whee! Let these burn for a bit. Maybe even throttle them up. Because they're going to run out in a minute. Come on, Bernie. It's your weekend getaway you always wanted. And 3, 2, 1-ish. A little more. Goodbye. Alright, we're actually going to throttle this down a bit. Because we don't need to have it rolling full bore anymore. And we're going to do our little bit of turning here. Because we can get up to a nice, decent orbit now, I think. Hooray! All it really took was me fixing that engine there and making sure it didn't fly off mid-flight. Bernie, you are a hero. You have legitimized the space program for all times, and you've made up for Sidon's premature death that one time. And now we give you a symphony of magic. Hope you enjoy it. Oh, stop your screaming. Come on, Bernie. Stop the screaming. This is important. I'm gonna give a little bit of a kick here. What? Gave quite a kick there. How's our... Yes, we got propellants. Good. Start elongating this orbit. Moving around, man. Going on. You're moving up. Now the tricky bit is the next piece of the space station needs to get lined up with this one in orbit and crap, and well, that could be a pain in the ass. As well as all the other pieces I planned for it. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of an adventure. Space is awesome. About to run out of fuel on this stage. Alright. We can actually afford to wait a few moments. But, in the meantime... let that drift away. Goodbye, piece of space junk. You will crash onto somebody's house and kill their entire family. Congratulations. Gonna get my alignment properized. You might notice I don't really explain a lot of what I'm doing. That's because, well, you could look up orbital mechanics for yourself. The short version is, you want to get into orbit. To get into orbit, you need to go fast enough. In order to get fast enough, you also need to be, free of things like the air, the oxygen, the atmosphere, because it creates drag and slows you down. You also need, so that means you have to get a certain distance up. But you also need to be going fast enough so that you can go around the circle of the Earth, or Kerbal in this case, and, just sort of keep falling and going around as opposed to, like, just hitting the ground. It's like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You try to hit the ground, you miss. Except you're not actually trying to hit the ground, but you just sort of know inevitably you're going to hit it. You get the picture, right? I hope so, because we're going for a new stage of Kerbal Evolution. Maximum power! So this is actually going to take a while to burn through our fuel here, which is good. Which is very good. Which means we could potentially not only get into orbit, but be able to keep the stage for a little bit so we can do some maneuverings if need be when we do the full tour, as it were, with the other parts. But getting to orbit would be nice on its own. But we'll make it. It's always that first orbital burn here causes problems. Come a long way, Bernie, Bill, Jebediah, and Bob, and all the other Kerbal-nauts. From our humble beginnings with solid rocket boosters and like 30 of them strapped together. Yeah. I suspect when they eventually get the campaign mode together, there is going to be a stage where all you have is the solid rocket boosters and things like that. And it'll be kind of ridiculous, to be honest. But that's why we love this game. I'm gonna angle back down the horizon a little bit. Come on. We're getting there. This is actually climbing slightly. Now, the Apoasis is really the point where you control your orbit fully. Yes, space is beautiful, guys. Kinda start watching this side, because when things start happening, they really start happening, you see. Little adjustment. There we go. Just need to get this far enough to get out of the atmosphere. And now, we're in perpetual orbit, and Bernie's just sad and lonely, and as opposed to, like, depressed and scared. Alright, so, I guess the question is, what kind of orbit do we want? I think I want an orbit that's, well, slightly higher than this, but not as high as that. So, Bernie, hope you brought your lunch and things like that, because we're about to hit a time warp. Whee! Of course, it slows you down when you get closer to the ground, but, we're gonna get most of the swing around. Then we're going to speed up on this side. And when we get back over here, we're gonna slow down. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna try to get as circular an orbit as possible. It's not really going to be super circular. Oop, better slow it down. Come on, Bernie. I know you're freaking out and you're like, I see the very face of God. But it's not that great of you. I mean, there's no clouds yet. Your world is baking constantly. At least on Jewel, you have clouds. Sure, you don't have ground, but at least you can get some shade somewhere. If you fly. Alright. So, we're going to go ahead and speed this up, as in our orbit. And there we go. That should be pretty good. Now, we're going to take our Kerbal guy here and do the time warp again. Whee! Now, hopefully, because he's not rotating or anything like that, when we get to the far side here, he should be in the right orientation. Yes, exactly the opposite of what it was before. Oh, Bernie. Turn on some dang lights. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and turn on your engine a little bit there. Trying to get it so we're about 100 and so. On this side. Or maybe this side. Of course, now we're going a little too slow. But thankfully we're in a good spot as far as getting things kind of evened out a bit. Let's speed her up again. So we want to be on this side of Apoasis before we do our final bit of maneuvering here. The dance of orbit. Now, I will eventually get to the moon and Minmus, distant worlds, and all sorts of fun stuff. Just takes time and practice, knowing what the heck I'm doing, how to use the atomic engines and things like that. Alright, Bernie, why are you still freaking out? You have lights on. So there we go. No, not quite. Almost. There we go. We're gonna turn up the engine a little bit. Get this too. A little more perhaps. Okay. Yes. 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 And I guess I could technically adjust this to the cows come home, of course, but... Well, the cows left us, man. You know, I guess it'd be easier to just do one more swing around the world. Say hi to our Mega Test Zero crew. Oops, there we go. Get close in here. We're gonna try to bring that other bit out. Come on, Bernie. I know you really, really don't like space anymore, and you're going, ah. You're supposed to be a professional. You're turning out to be a chump. Well, we can go ahead and fire off here, I think. Yeah. He's pretty close. 120-ish. Yeah, I think that will do. So, I think that might be it for this episode. Get ourselves in a nice, stable orbit. That's fairly in line with the plan of the moon, which is also hopefully in the plane with the sun, or Kerbal. We can begin our great exploration of the solar systems. Got a new place out here. Set as target. No, actually, this would be terrible. It wants to go focus. There we go. Miss Moho, Eve, Gilly, Dona, Ike, Jewel, Bob, Draz, Elo. There we go. Elo. Whee. Hello there. How are you doing? Nice ice world. Elo has some stuff. No atmosphere, though. Amount of controversy around the status of Elo as being a proper planet or just a lump of ice going around the sun. Debate is still ongoing since most of the academic summits held to address the issue have developed into good old days petty name calling and on worse ones all-out brawls. Yeah, that does sound like the Astronomical Society. So, I will bid you today adieu, and keep watching, the skies and stuff. Whee!